Hello everyone, it's H here for Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at Bitcoin. If you want to support us, hit the like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. But without getting anything else on any other advertisements going on, let's get right into the actual content of this video and start looking at the count, elite wave counts of the structures that we've been having since the lows that we put in place on November 2022. That was again around 15.5k, and now we are at 66k. That is nice, 300 something percent of movement, and this is what we are currently looking at. So based on the extension that we currently had, I'm using generally the logarithmic extensions or logarithmic scale. If we are to use the regular scale, this is what the chart would look like. With the extensions in mind, we are very extended on that third wave. Generally, again, we are looking for that extension to the 1.6 minute extension, and then we are looking for something else, right? Okay, so overall, again, we had a potential 5-way structure in here, 3-way pullback, and then yet another 5-way structure in here. Currently, we do have a highest RSI reading already in here, which is quite peculiar. We don't need to have it that high. Also, this low kind of makes me suspicious since we are on a daily time frame. We generally don't want to be going this low, and this kind of breaks the idea of having this cycle ending here. But this is now extended so far that I wouldn't really care about this. I would just go into higher time frame like this 2-day or even weekly, where we can see that the cycle of all actually started here on RSI, not on Elliott wave. But again, nothing. I'm not going to be talking about that too much now. Today's video is going to be about the same range that we've been since. Let's see, maybe around the February 2024. So let's zoom in. Again, the idea is that we have created a 3-way structure, created a pullback, and now we have a possibility of going on again to higher numbers. So this is the bull count that we've been training and suggesting, and the local count for this structure here, this sideways accumulation, I'm labeling this as an ABC. We had an extension here on 5th wave of this diagonal. There's a couple of different ways of labeling this as well, like I've labeled this as a WXY, but just to give it an alteration where we would have this as an ABC of a flat, because again, this high here overtook the origin. You want to have an alteration here, which is why I'm thinking this more of a zigzag. So instead of WXY here, you would have this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 into that low, and then 3-way pullback, and then again down in 5. This is definitely not the best looking 5 structure. It can be definitely labeled in 3, or with that WXY in mind, this whole thing can be labeled as a 3, 3, and then 3, so giving it as a double zigzag, which is again still in the zigzag family, which creates alteration for that previous correction, which was a flat. Okay, that leads us to this low that we had here. We never got to the 1.236 extension that I was talking about last video on Bitcoin, and we pivoted before that. But again, after which you had massive opportunities on alts and here on Bitcoin as well. ETH is definitely not as clear as Bitcoin here, but to me, Bitcoin is currently leading this, so that's what I would be looking at. So in here, how I would be labeling this is quite simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, something similar to this, and this would become a wave 1 of something. Again, this is more likely to be a wave 1 of something all the way up into these highs until we take those. Then it qualifies more as a 5th wave of this minute degree already. So we don't really want it to actually go past this. Also, although it would give us some kind of sense of bullishness over the markets, but I don't actually want that. Currently for me, I want this now to be soon finished, and then we can actually come down. As we can see, the point of control of this whole range is quite high, which again doesn't really help us in looking for ways where to go long on this. So again, generally we want to have some kind of area of interest. We can see that a quite nice volume area is still here down, although again the value area low is already at 60.8k. But again, there's not really much support here except the previous structures. Once we see a three-way structure coming down, then we probably have to think maybe this is an area of interest if we come back down into this value area low. This of course allows alts to retrace lower, potentially into the 786 or 618 if we just retrace 50% of this move on Bitcoin. But again, we have to be looking at the structure we are going to be creating here. But the good news is that this looks really bullish to me. At the moment, again, if we want to be bearish, this 5-wave of course qualifies as an end of something as well. Well, how would that be possible? Would be just this. We would be creating a running flat where we are not going to be taking out the high here, where this would be an A, B and C, and then we'd be looking for a continuation of this first pattern here, like so. But we don't need to be talking about that yet. I do like the idea that this would be the start of something, and I'm definitely going to try to look for long opportunities somewhere down here, potentially that 60k area-ish, on Bitcoin and on altcoins. So what I'm expecting is, again, a three-way structure of some sort. Look for a potential area of interest and then look for something else. Again, currently we have stacked weekly, monthly, and this volume area low at exactly 60.8k. So this is definitely an area of interest. Some area of interest as well is here, 62.95, although this is very high up. Maybe some kind of scalp possibility from this zone. Of course, there's a daily here around 63.95 as well, but I'm not quite sure if that is going to be enough of a retracement for this whole move that we've had since 24th of July. So I expect this to take a similar amount of time as we had with this whole move, so around half a month, so almost 2 weeks probably, and then we are most likely, or I'm expecting some kind of move to be happening to the upside again. But we'll see how that turns out. And if you're interested in looking for the signals that we're going to be providing on CanTrend Capital, check us out on our Discord server. And that's pretty much everything I had to say. If you're interested in getting smaller fees, check us out as well on BitUnix on Partner Exchange. But that's all for now. Again, thanks for watching, and catch you on the next video. Bye bye.